Hello everyone, it's us, the team at TV Days Drama Digest, back once again with a thrilling and suspenseful breakdown of Days of Our Lives. Today, we're diving deep into the chilling possibility that Orpheus may be linked to the mysterious disappearance and potential death of John Black. As the drama intensifies, we're left wondering, could Orpheus be behind John's death, and what dark connections are at play in this deadly game? Let's uncover the secrets surrounding John's mission and how Orpheus may be the key player behind it all. John's deadly mission, a race against time. As fans of Days of Our Lives know, John Black has always been a man of action, a hero willing to put everything on the line for the greater good. His most recent mission, however, has taken a far darker turn. Recently, Andrew, in a rare moment of honesty, opened up to Marlena and Paul about John's work in Estonia. According to Andrew, John had been assigned to infiltrate a high-stakes operation involving a nuclear device being built at a secret facility. As the clock ticked down, it became clear that this device was nearing completion and could soon be sold to the highest bidder. The consequences of such a sale were grave. If the wrong hands got a hold of the weapon, it could have catastrophic consequences not just for Salem, but for the entire world. The stakes were incredibly high, and John, ever the brave operative, took it upon himself to track down the facility and uncover the full extent of the operation. However, communication from John ceased abruptly, sending shockwaves through his family and loved ones. What happened to him? Why hasn't anyone heard from him since his dangerous mission? The ISA, familiar to longtime viewers as the agency John works for, advised against him going into the facility. Yet John proceeded anyway. He's always been a man of action, refusing to let authority or fear dictate his decisions. According to Andrew, the ISA's suspicion that John had gone rogue and may have become a traitor weighed heavily on his conscience. This fear, combined with the risk of a global catastrophe, forced Andrew, Paul, and John's other allies to take matters into their own hands. Their mission? To rescue John from the facility and stop the threat before it was too late. But, as we soon discover, things don't go as planned. Marlena, John's ever-devoted wife, was asked to stay behind as Andrew, Paul, and the others rushed to find John. Her reluctance to remain behind would soon prove to be a costly mistake, one that would set off a chain of events that no one could have foreseen. The return of a villain. Orpheus strikes. Enter Orpheus, the infamous villain whose presence in Salem has always been a source of chaos and terror. It has been years since Orpheus last made an appearance in the lives of Salem's residents, but like many of the show's villains, his return brings with it a trail of destruction and mystery. Marlena, ever the vulnerable target, finds herself at the mercy of the supervillain when he unexpectedly appears in her hotel room. Just as she steps out of the shower, Orpheus makes his dramatic return, taunting her with the chilling line, "Forgot your shampoo?" Marlena, clearly terrified, is thrust into a moment of intense fear as she realizes that her longtime nemesis is back, and this time, he might be connected to something far darker than any of them could imagine. Orpheus, who has always had a personal vendetta against the residents of Salem, seems to have re-emerged with an agenda that could destroy them all. But what exactly does he want? And how does his return tie into the looming threat posed by the nuclear device and John's disappearance? The mystery deepens, the search for answers. As the tension builds and the drama escalates, Steve, ever the determined investigator, uncovers a critical clue in a warehouse where the nuclear device is believed to be stored. While sifting through files and folders, Steve stumbles upon an intriguing document, a folder that, upon further inspection, suggests that this operation may have Orpheus's fingerprints all over it. Could this be the smoking gun that proves Orpheus is behind the entire operation, or is there something even more sinister afoot? The contents of the folder provide more questions than answers, leading Steve to further investigate. Could it be that Orpheus designed the nuclear device, or was he simply trying to acquire it for his own dark purposes? The deeper Steve digs, the more ominous the situation becomes. The possibility that Orpheus is not only connected to John's disappearance, but might also have orchestrated the entire operation is chilling, to say the least. What if Orpheus has been pulling the strings from behind the scenes, using John's mission as a cover for something even more nefarious? The theory that Orpheus could be behind John's disappearance, and possibly his death, sends shockwaves through the entire community of Salem. As more clues emerge, the connection between Orpheus, the nuclear device, and John's mission begins to look more like a well-executed plan of destruction than a mere coincidence. What does Orpheus know about John? As the investigation into John's whereabouts intensifies, one question hangs over everything. Does Orpheus know more about John than anyone could have imagined? Could he have orchestrated John's disappearance, knowing that he would be a threat to whatever nefarious plans he had in motion? Orpheus, always a master manipulator, may have had the foresight to predict every move John would make, anticipating his arrival at the facility and using that knowledge to trap him. If Orpheus is indeed behind John's disappearance, it would not be the first time he's targeted someone for their involvement in a larger conspiracy. His hatred for Salem and the people in it is legendary, and his vendetta against those who stand in his way is well documented. But what does he gain by taking John out of the picture? Is it about the nuclear device? Or is there a more personal motive at play? Could it be that John's connection to the ISA, his past as a man of great moral standing, and his ability to stop Orpheus's schemes made him a prime target for elimination? The ultimate question, is Orpheus responsible for John's disappearance? As the pieces of this intricate puzzle fall into place, it's becoming increasingly clear that Orpheus may indeed be the mastermind behind John's disappearance, or worse, his potential death. Orpheus has always had an uncanny ability to manipulate situations to his advantage, and the possibility that he could have used John's mission as a diversion for his own purposes seems entirely plausible. If Orpheus is connected to the nuclear device, it could be a final, devastating blow to not just John but to the entire world. The more we learn about the mission in Estonia, the clearer it becomes that Orpheus is a key player in this deadly game. Whether he designed the nuclear device himself or simply planned to sell it to the highest bidder, his involvement in this situation cannot be ignored. And if he is responsible for John's disappearance, it adds a layer of personal tragedy to an already heartbreaking story. John has always been a hero in Salem, and the thought that his life could be taken by such a ruthless villain is a shocking prospect for fans. What's next? The clock is ticking, as we await further developments. The drama continues to unfold at breakneck speed. Orpheus's return has thrown everything into chaos, and with every passing day, the stakes grow higher. The mystery surrounding John's mission and his connection to Orpheus will undoubtedly continue to be a central focus in the coming episodes. As Marlena, Paul, and the rest of Salem's residents search for answers, they will be faced with the harrowing reality that someone close to them, perhaps even John himself, has been caught in a deadly game with a supervillain whose only goal is destruction. What will happen next? Will Orpheus be revealed as the mastermind behind John's disappearance? Can John be found before it's too late? Will his death, or the truth behind his disappearance, be the key to unraveling Orpheus's dark plot? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Days of Our Lives fans are in for a wild ride as the story unfolds. Conclusion: the unraveling mystery of John's fate. As we leave today's episode behind, the questions remain. Is Orpheus the mastermind behind John's disappearance, and what dark secrets lie hidden in his plot? The answers are slowly coming to light, and with each new twist, the mystery surrounding John's fate deepens. What role does Orpheus play in all of this, and will the residents of Salem be able to stop him before it's too late? At TV Days Drama Digest, we can't wait to see how this gripping storyline unfolds. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think is really happening with John? Do you believe Orpheus is responsible for his disappearance? Or is there another villain lurking in the shadows? Share your theories with us in the comments below and join the conversation as we dive deeper into the mystery of Days of Our Lives. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.